Hi, I'm James Brennan, Assistant Superintendent at West Irondequoit, and I've had the opportunity to be able to run competitively for about 10 or 11 years now.
So James, tell us, why did you get involved with marathoning and running competitively?
Yeah, so it started actually right here at West Irondequoit with the Chase Corporate Challenge. I got a chance to run with the team a few times, and it kind of reignited some competitive juices from when I used to do sports in high school, although I wasn't a runner then.
Had you done anything similar to the Vermont race prior to doing the Vermont race?
I've done 17 marathons and about 6 ultra marathons, anything from 50K through 100K. And I've done a few adventure runs, including running across the Grand Canyon and back, running across the Presidential Range in New Hampshire. So some kind of extreme things, but nothing up to the 100-mile race in Vermont.
Speaking of extreme, 90+ degree heat, this ultra marathon in Vermont. When did you decide you wanted to do this, and why?
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, I'd done a bunch of different distances for ultra marathons. 100 miles kind of in some respects the ultimate benchmark if you're an ultra marathoner. A couple friends who have done them. I knew it would be extremely hard and I like challenges, so that's what made me choose to do it.
What did you do to prepare?
Followed the training plan. I mean, that's one thing I'm pretty good at. You give me a plan to follow, I'm going to stick to it. So 24-week training plan, lots of heavy on the weekends with multiple long runs, and then some shorter runs in the week just to stay loose and recover a bit. And then obviously keeping track of your nutrition and stuff throughout the whole training process.
Take us through, if you could, what was the 28 or so hours were? I mean, when did you start? What time did you start? What was the highs and lows of the run? Yeah,
so it took me over 28 hours, as you mentioned. Started at 4 a.m. on Saturday. And it was hot then. It was almost 80 degrees, super humid, obviously dark, so everybody started in headlamps, about 350 runners. And we just started off carrying some water, some food.
You had a crew with you, right?
Had a crew with me too. I originally was going to do it solo, but as the event got closer and I saw the temperature was spiking and it wasn't going away, I figured my best chance of succeeding was having a crew out there to help feed me, water me, keep me cool whenever they could, although I only got to see them every 4 or 5 hours at a time.
Did you stop for very long? How did you eat? How did you go to the bathroom? How did you drink?
You know, you eat constantly. You're trying to take in, as much calories as your body can handle. You figure during the whole event you're going to burn about 10 or 11,000 calories. Your body can only absorb maybe up to 200 calories an hour, so that's about, you can maybe take in about 4,000 or 5,000 at most. I had some trouble with that later in the race, kind of went to more of a liquid diet. Lots of gels, sports drinks, water of course, but you gotta be careful with water because you can wash out all the salts. So you take salt pills, I drink pickle juice. You kind of go by what your body can tolerate.
Juice do?
Pickle juice has a lot of sodium and it helps avoid cramps.
Okay. Did you have any moments where you thought, okay, I might not make it through this?
Yeah, a couple dark moments. First hard one was middle of the day. I was about 20 miles before I'd see my crew, so I was gonna be about 4 to 5 hours. Hottest part of the day was spiked at 95 degrees, lots of exposure to the sun. So that was really hard, just kind of keeping that mental fortitude to keep going forwards and making sure I could get to them. That was a hard point. Another really tough point was about 4 a.m. on Sunday, so I'd been going for about 24 hours. And I was just getting tired, and so my brain was really fogging out. That's really what it was like. I looked through my eyes and I saw a fog, but there was no fog in reality.
And you had a 30-hour limit. How long did you ever stop for at one point?
Most I ever stopped was about 10 minutes. That was at one of our crew stations. End of that hottest part of the day, they kind of covered me in wet towels and gave me some ice for my hat, trying to drop my body temperature a bit. But mostly, and I know for myself, although I saw some racers sleeping on the side of the roads in the middle of the night, I figured if I stopped, I wasn't going to get going again.
Would you do it again? And what advice would you give to somebody that might try to take on this challenge?
It's honestly too soon to say I'd do it again. If I had to answer right now, I'd say no. It was a huge time commitment in terms of both training and the race. Although I was only gone for a weekend, it felt like I was gone for a month. And just anybody that was going to do it, everything has to be in small steps. You've got to have some experience doing other races. A lot of it is really self-monitoring your body, knowing where you are at all times in terms of what am I depleted of, what do I need to do to bring myself back? Am I going too fast? Am I getting too hot? Ratchet it back. And so you just got to make all these little adjustments and stay focused for the whole time.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Welcome back.
Awesome.